Welcome back to another episode on Alaka'i, the podcast. My name is Lexi Langley. I'll be one of your hosts today. I'm here with Eli. I'm sure you guys know him by now. Say hello, Eli.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for being here. So our guest this week is a local student from Haula. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes I just am like, am I even saying it right? So we have Zane Saenz with us. And yeah, Zane, you want to say hello and just introduce yourself?
All right. Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name's Zane. I'm from Haula. I'm born and raised here. Went to Alaka'i Elementary. Coca Red Raider grad.
Aww.
And yeah, I am a student here at BYU. I have an IDS in film and art. And I'm a waterman. I'm a surfer.
Let's go. Okay, so for those of us who don't know what IDS means, like myself, what is that?
Oh, it means interdisciplinary studies.
Ooh.
So you kind of like make up your own major. So I want to do like photography and video stuff, but they didn't have a major for that. So I kind of made up my own major.
And like they let you do that through the school?
And yeah, you select your own classes, and then you have to like have an internship, and then they approve it. So you could, yeah.
Wow, I
cool.
have never heard of that, but that's really cool. I think that's awesome. I feel like that definitely gives more creative people like you some opportunity to study what you want. That's awesome. So you surf.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we kind of want to talk about, Zane has done some really cool things in his life, and he's a photographer here at Alaka'i, and we're just happy to have him on today to talk about some of his experiences. So first, how long have you been surfing? When did you get into it? Did you have any like influence from your family? Who taught you? Give us the rundown.
I mean, yeah, I've been surfing since I was like, I don't know, 6 or 7. Started kind of just surfing at Alaka'i, just shortboarding and stuff. And then I kind of got into stand-up paddling at the ripe age of 7 years old. I did the Battle of the Paddles. It was this big, massive event at Waikiki. And my mom actually had a friend that was like really getting into it, this Brazilian guy. His name's Hilton. And yeah, I just did that one race and I was so stoked. I love the competitive nature of it. So I was like, okay, next year I'm going to do the Hui race. And it's like Sunset to Waimea. It's like 4 miles. So I did that at like 8 years old, 9 years old.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, oh, this is so fun. And then I started doing stand-up paddle surfing.
Wow.
And then I was hooked on stand-up paddling, and I was like the only little kid kind of doing that, and all the other kids were on shortboards.
Wow.
So yeah, that's kind of like how I got into surfing and then stand-up paddling.
Wow. So Sunset to Waimea.
Yeah.
That's long. That's far.
Yeah.
How do you know like what the actual distance was?
I think it's like 4 miles.
And you were 8?
Yeah, 8 or 9. Did it on like a little longboard.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Were your parents like mortified? Like were they scared?
No, I did like a couple training runs first, so I was like, oh, this actually isn't that bad.
That's still like scary though. Like I feel like you're so little and they're just letting you go out into the ocean. Wow. Anyways, maybe I'm just paranoid.
Pretty cool parents. Sounds
Yeah.
like, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're awesome.
Yeah, we were always at the beach. My parents always took us to the beach.
Aww.
We were there like all the time, so.
Cool. So you started with the paddleboarding, and then you started the stand-up paddleboarding, and then what age did you like really get into, or is stand-up paddleboarding still more your thing, or do you do more surfing now?
Now stand-up paddling is still kind of my thing. Now I kind of evolved into foil surfing.
What's that?
Foil surfing is it's like the surfboard, and then there's like a big wing on the bottom. So when you catch a wave, it kind of like floats you over the water.
That's sick.
So yeah, I've been doing that, surfing, and also races doing that. So like you can do like downwind, like, you know, 10 miles, 12 miles straight, just catching wind bumps and stuff.
There's so many water sports.
There's a lot of water sports,
I had no clue.
I do a lot of them. And then I do wing foiling. So it's foiling, but with a big wing that you hold.
Oh, wow.
Is that like when you see people like, because I've seen people at Bikini Beach, you know, Hukilau, in the water with some sort of like
kite thing.
Yeah. Like I want to say it's like a parasail, but it's not.
Oh,
it's in the water.
That's kite surfing, yeah.
Kite surfing. Okay.
There's kite surfing too.
So
I
what's
don't
the
do
difference?
that.
So what's wing? So what
it's like a handheld You just hold it with your hand.
Like a bar type of thing? What do you mean?
It's like a bar, and there's just like a big flag kind of.
A big flag kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, and you kind of just hold it and kind of just go across.
Okay, so how many? Let's count. Of all the things you do in the water: surf, stand up
paddle, surf, stand up paddle race, foiling,
wing foiling. That's 5.
Big wave surfing is
Big
kind of a
wave
different
surfing
thing.
Classic. How have the waves been this winter? Have they been pretty big?
It's been pretty nuts. This crazy winter with like the eddy.
I'll say the eddy.
Backdoor shootout was like the best pipeline ever.
Yeah.
That event was crazy.
How did you get to go to like multiple days or?
Yeah, I watched it and I was in it.
Oh, you were in it?
I was in it in the stand-up division.
I had no idea you were competing in
yeah.
that. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I did the stand-up division. I got 2nd place in that.
Wow.
Zane,
Yeah.
round of applause. I had no clue. I mean, part of me feels like maybe I knew that you were competing, but 2nd place. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How long did that competition run for?
I mean, the holding period is about 2 weeks.
Okay.
But the backdoor shootout is kind of different from all the other contests because every day that it's like good, they run it.
Okay.
And it was about like 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. But they were like the best days of pipeline ever. And it was crazy.
Did you love it?
Yeah. It was super fun, especially since pipeline is such a competitive wave.
Yeah.
Like to catch a wave is hard because there's a whole priority.
Sure.
And like first the guys that are there and put their time, they're the ones that sit at the peak. And then it's the local guys that live North Shore. And then it's the guys that are really good but don't live there. And then it's the guys that don't really put their time. And you kind of just have to wait on the shoulder.
Right.
Or else you're going to get called out. So.
Oh my goodness. How old were some of the people that you were competing against? Do you know?
I don't know, like in their 20s.
So older than you?
Yeah, like the guy that won was Zane Schweitzer. Kai Lenny was in the final. Couple guys. There's like some older guys, some like more younger guys, you know. But I was the youngest by far.
Wow. And how old are you?
I'm 19.
19.
Wow.
That's amazing, Zane.
That's really cool. Are there any other competitions that you've been in that like were really defining moments for you in your life?
I mean, the backdoor shootout is my favorite one because you get to surf stand-up at pipe with like 3 other guys out. You know, you catch a bunch of waves.
Nice.
You kind of never do that. I really always I always wanted to do the APP World Tour, which is the World Tour for stand-up paddle surfing. In like 2019, I started to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I did Sunset Beach, and I was 15 years old. So I did Sunset, and then later that year I went to Barbados. Wow. I went by myself in like the middle of school.
Oh my goodness.
I kind of just like missed school for like 2 weeks to go surf this contest. And I stayed in a house with like all the Brazilian guys on tour.
Oh my goodness, what an experience.
The most fun thing ever because we just surfed every day.
And
like
you're
all day
15,
and we
you're
changed.
probably just like, this is the coolest thing in the whole world.
I was like, yeah, I totally want to do this like
wow.
all the time. So yeah. And then COVID happened. So after 2019, there hasn't been an event up till the end of last year.
Like just barely 2022?
Just barely 2022.
Okay.
And it got shortened to a one-stop event. So it was at Gran Canaria, so the Canary Islands. So I went to that the end of last year.
Oh my goodness.
And it was like really good. Yeah.
Wow. Was it in December?
Yes, it was in November.
November. Okay, because I feel like I remember you were gone.
Yeah.
It was during school?
I took a bunch of online classes in the fall semester.
So you could go?
So I could go. So
you just knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I planned for it.
That's awesome. Wow. And then did you go to Europe? Is that what I heard?
So
okay.
the Canary Islands is like kind of right off the coast of Spain and Morocco.
Oh.
So it's really close to Europe. So
Okay.
you kind of catch a ticket to Europe, and then you catch your ticket
To the islands.
to Canary
Did you get
Islands.
to go anywhere like on the mainland of Europe? Did you get
Oh
to
yeah, I
explore
went
anywhere?
all kinds of places. I went to Portugal. I have cousins there.
Wow.
So I have cousins in Portugal. Went to all kinds of places. Went to Spain. I have cousins in Spain.
Wow.
And then I have an auntie in France, but I didn't go to France this time.
Gotcha.
But
Next time.
Next time.
I feel like here at BYU-Hawaii, so many students have family just in the coolest places. So how did you get family in Portugal and Spain? Like, is your family originally from there? Did they just move there? Like, how?
No, they're all Brazilian on my mom's side.
Okay.
But Brazilians are just everywhere.
Okay. Okay, so your mom's Brazilian?
Yeah, my mom's Brazilian. My dad's from Argentina. And
Did they both grow up in those countries?
Yes, they
And then
both
they
grew up
came
in
here?
those countries and then came here. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, they were also BYU alumni.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Full circle right
Yeah.
there. Laie Elementary, and now you're here at BYU-Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh
Full
my
circle.
goodness. What a cool life. Okay, so what are some of your goals for the future?
Okay. My goals. It's kind of hard to think about because I'm gonna go on my mission in the summer. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to
Focus on
prep.
that.
I'm trying to prep for like this winter. I went fully pushed my limits to surf like really bigger waves. Really train for contests. So now I'm gonna do my mission, but after that, I just want to keep pushing it.
Yeah.
I want to surf bigger and bigger waves.
Yeah.
This winter, right after the Eddy, the day after, I surfed Waimea for the first time.
Wow.
Caught a 20-foot wave on my first session at Waimea.
Oh my goodness.
It was really nuts.
Was that the biggest wave you
Yeah,
surfed?
probably the biggest wave.
That's crazy.
So I'm still waiting for another swell to come. Hopefully
Yeah.
there's another one like that this winter, but
Oh my
if
goodness.
not, next winter.
Hey, the next few years, guys. The next time the Eddy happens, Zane will be in the competition. I'm calling it.
Mhm.
Manifesting it for you.
And
That's so exciting. Wow.
And I love how you talked about Zane, right? You were, born, raised here in Laie, and it was kind of, the environment really helped you to, grow your love for surfing, it sounds like. For people who maybe don't know anything about surfing or never tried it, what's your advice to them who want to learn, and other water sports too?
So advice for learning surfing. I think the biggest thing is you just have to put in time, and at the start it's going to be really hard, but as you put in your time, your small muscles that you aren't used to when you paddle, they slowly get stronger. You slowly start to be able to read the waves, and yeah, if you have someone that's knows what they're doing to teach you, it makes it a lot easier too, so you're not really lost out there.
Awesome.
I love that.
What would you say to people that are maybe afraid of the water? They fear being in the water. What would you say to them? Shark attacks don't happen that often, or?
I mean, they don't. I heard there's more likely to have a coconut fall in your head
Wow.
and die than have a shark attack. So
Okay. That definitely helps me.
and being struck by lightning.
Helps someone who's scared of the water.
So sharks, I mean, it's still their home though.
Yeah, for sure.
Sharks kind of live in the water, so you kind of just have to recognize that. But they usually don't like people.
Yeah. Have you ever seen one in the water?
I've seen a couple.
Oh, wow.
Only small
when
ones.
you were out?
Yeah, only small ones. I haven't seen a really big shark, but I have some friends with some crazy stories. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Have you known anyone that's ever been?
In an attack?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone personally that's been in an attack, but
That's
I
good.
know some secret spots that have sharks.
That we should avoid?
No, most people don't know about them unless you surf a lot and you're
Okay.
east side.
Secret spots meaning people don't go there very often,
Yeah.
or no one knows that there's sharks
no,
there.
people don't surf there very often.
Oh, okay.
There's some outer reefs, but
Gotcha.
not supposed to talk about that.
Oh, for sure. I just
They're
thought it was
hush-hush.
don't tell anyone, but there's sharks at this beach.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, can you tell me? So I don't go to that beach ever? No, I'm kidding. Dang, that's awesome.
I have a question about, like, because you're going on your mission soon, right?
Yeah.
Like, I got back from mine a couple months ago, and, we can't swim on the mission. So how do you plan on, like, keeping that, like, love for surfing alive during your mission?
I have no idea how I'm not going to surf for 2 years. It's kind of nuts. I've told myself that when I get back, I'm going to go to Bali for like 2 months before school starts again. And I'm just going to surf during the summer, like all summer.
Hey, that's
'Cause,
something to look
Bali's
forward
awesome.
to. Have you been?
I love it. Yeah, I've been there like 2 or 3 times.
Oh my goodness.
I went last summer. It's a crazy, crazy summer. It's such good waves.
Do you have family there too, or?
I have another Brazilian auntie that lives there.
my
She actually
goodness.
lives on a boat in Bali. So
Did you visit her on the boat?
yeah, we stayed in the boat. We went to another island, lived on it for like 10 days.
So when
It's
you
nuts.
travel, are you going by yourself, or are you going with like?
I go by myself and I go with my family a lot. My mom is like super like avid on like traveling
Gotcha.
and like taking everyone.
That's awesome.
So like yeah, last time we went to Bali, we took everyone. It was
Who's everyone?
like I have 3 younger siblings.
Wow.
So we have 6 total in my family. So,
Lucky family.
yeah.
That's
And we have like a
amazing.
massive board bag with like 8 boards.
Oh my goodness.
For everyone to serve and stuff. It's nuts.
Wow. So you've traveled a lot.
Yeah, lots of places.
That's
lots
really
of cool
cool.
places.
Okay, so we kind of want to shift gears a little bit. You recently were in a film festival. Is that right?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, I just I made a little video for Turtle Bay because I'm doing a lot of video and photo stuff. So I actually got the Turtle Bay scholarship last year, so I got a scholarship for them. So that's how I like had their contact.
Wow.
So I made a video for their like scholarship foundation thing, and it was really cool. It was like a golf fundraising event. I was like,
Mhm.
okay, I'll go shoot this event.
Yeah.
And I'm filming these golfers and stuff, all this stuff, and they're like, oh, that's Tony Finau. He's like a PGA Tour golfer. And I had no idea. He's like
Oh, no way.
big time dude. So it's like, oh, okay. So I just made the video for them. I was stoked. And then they said they gave me a ticket to the film festival because they were like playing the little video at the entrance for the foundation. So I got to go to the film festival. It was really cool. They had like all these surf films. They had a premiere for a movie called Pe'ahi. It's like about Kai Lenny.
Okay.
And it's like a fictional story. He like teaches this little homeless boy, he like brings him out to Jaws and teaches him how to surf big waves.
Oh my goodness.
Like a super cool movie.
So it's fictional, but
It's
Kai
fictional,
Lenny
but-
like keeps his character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a really funny movie.
When does it come out? Do you know?
I'm not sure, but
You got to
it's
see
really nice
it.
to watch. You have
got
to see it.
Wow, that's super cool. And then, do you know how many films were like shown at this film festival?
There was like over a dozen for sure.
Was it a week, like over a weekend?
No,
Or
it
was
was
it
just
just a
one day,
night? Okay.
just a night. It was a very long night.
I
It was a
bet.
very long night. There's a lot of stuff, films and stuff.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Are you planning to do any more with like filming and photography in your future?
Yeah, I edit all my own surf videos.
Wow.
So I'm trying to make like a couple film movies, surf movies.
Nice.
So that's like something I'm trying to get into. It's another goal that I have. Yeah, my mom, she's a photographer here.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a
right.
photographer here. So she films a lot of my stuff.
Nice.
So
And then you
she
can
like
edit it.
she kind of hangs out at the beach and films and takes pictures of stuff, and then I'll edit and put stuff together.
Wow. Best of both worlds
Yeah.
right there.
It's super fun.
Dang. Okay. So what are, like, through all of your experiences that you've had, what do you think is like the biggest lesson that you've learned through all your just really cool experiences?
I'm just like really grateful to grow up here and be in a place like this,
Yeah.
because I know that like if I wasn't from here, I would want to be coming to BYU-Hawaii as an excuse
Yeah.
to live on the North Shore to go surf every day, you know?
Right.
And yeah, to just be lucky and to be grateful for everything you have, you know? I think
Yeah.
that's the main thing I kind of take away from all my experiences.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on this episode just to kind of talk story with us. Everyone listening, I hope you got to learn a little bit about Zane. If you see him around campus, say hi, talk to him about his really cool experiences, and do it before he leaves on his mission, because it'll be a couple years until you hopefully see. Are you planning on coming back?
Yeah, I'm coming back for sure.
After you go to Bali for a couple months?
After I go. I'll be back in the fall 2025.
Okay.
Nice.
Fall of 2025. You have until, who knows? It could be the semester. It
Till
could
the
be
summer.
spring. Till the summer.
Till the summer.
To come hang out with Zane. Maybe he can teach you to surf. And yeah, thanks so much for coming on this podcast. Thanks to all our listeners. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.